Good day, YouTube. It is the 14th of October, 2023. This is a 2019 model, a Generac IQ2000 inverter generator. It's in probably average condition. I've done one video on it where we tried to make it run and it had no spark. That being the case, without really any diagnostics, I ordered a coil for it. I just assumed that's probably what was wrong with it. I did a different generator, just kind of posted a video on that one, and it didn't turn out so well, but we did regain spark with that one. It wasn't just the coil, it was also an ignition unit. So this is probably a fairly similar generator. At least it uses the same clone Honda engine. And I'm hoping that it is actually the coil that is wrong with it. I actually kept the coil I took out of the other one, and I think we'll put it in this one, even though I did purchase a new coil for this one. We could leave it on the shelf for something down the road. So I think what we need to do is pull this thing apart. Let's put a coil in it and see if that's what fixes this thing or not. So, again, I've never had one of these apart. This exact one apart. So we're going to kind of learn together, but they seem to all be pretty similar. So we got 10mm all set up, and let's pull this cover off. Should use quarter drive sockets, so small. But this was set up, so we're using it. Did I miss a screw, or what the heck's the deal here? There we go. A little dirty in there. Let me grab a little magnetic dish here to keep the bolts in. So usually you take the ends off of these things because they kind of hold the sides on. I just take that instrument plate off. Usually you don't get much room with them. Oh, what is that? We may not need it off. It comes off far enough to clear anyway. Are the rest of these Phillips? They are not. They are Torx. I was prepared with a Phillips. Let me get a Torx. All right. Alright, I'll finish getting the bolts out. Alright, the knob took a little Allen wrench, and then there's a screw buried back behind there. Had to find that. We're going to leave the rope on it for the moment. The coil is right here. And we should be able to just slide this fuel tank out of our way. I say that. Have I missed a screw in it? Yep, I sure did. I've got the back cover off. Oh, I missed 3 screws. I guess I haven't done the back side at all. guess we'll get them. Set that aside. Okay, I just need to prop that up with a piece of wood or something. Crash. So we can get to this. Something like that. Okay, 10 millimeter. I think we can get a wrench in there. Let's do that. That's not 10. That's 10. Unplug the spark plug. This is a little bit like throwing the parts cannon at it, and it done no diagnosis other than it does not have spark. I'm looking at the wiring here. That's wild. That blue wire goes a long way, so. Okay, this is gonna be impossible to show you. I'll get the coil out. So the coil is out. This one wire is fairly long. This blue wire goes down this harness. I'm not sure where the connector is. Yeah, it's in here. Yeah, it's continuous, so in the event that this coil isn't the problem, I'm gonna hesitate to cut that. Yeah, both coils that I have don't have that really long blue wire. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to use the new one. Gonna have to cut that connector off. Yep. They just aren't the same, are they? Ground should be same as this. I'm gonna get an ohm meter real quick, verify the color. Well, here's what I decided to do. We're going to cut this connector off, leaving it long enough till we could use it if we need to. On the coil blue wire, come on off of there. We'll put a spade connector on it and we'll plug it in. On the yellow wire, we'll crimp a lug on it. Fold it over, we'll use this lug. the one I just dropped on the ground. And we'll cut this blue wire. Put a female spade on it. And then we'll put the new coil on it. Get this threaded in there. I don't like that this coil is different than the others. I probably ruined it to return it. You still got to get the motors apart to put them in, right? These used to run on the flywheel, so it has some sort of trigger in there somewhere. So I hooked that ground wire up, just hoping it is a ground. We'll plug these in. Alright. Just going to tighten the one up. If it runs, we'll come back and do the other. There we go. Okay. Got to get the plug wire plugged in on this side. Could have plugged a spark checker in, I guess. Didn't do it. Clear off the stuff. Put the other bolt with the other bolts. And let me get the selector switch knob thingy here. I should get casters for both ends of this cart, which will make it easier for moving it around. So stop, store, run, start. So let's choke all the way that way. Okay, we're in start mode. Let's see what happens. Set you back there out of the way. Doesn't sound good, does it? Plugging in the spark checker. Click. Turning off the lights so we can see it. Oh boy. I'll bring you around here where you get a better view. Look at the spark checker right there. Nothing. Fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna have to fool with this thing. Alright guys, another big disappointment. Yeah. So all of the electronics is built into the inverter module on this thing. The inverter module ranges in price from $500 to $650. I'm in this thing $125 already between what I purchased it for and buying a coil, hoping that would fix it, but it ain't. And obviously it is not worth spending another $500 or $600 on it. You can buy them for less than that. So I'm going to reassemble it. I'll put it for sale and try and recoup some of my losses on it. Somebody, again, like the other one I just did, that Furman, I have another video on, ended up in a similar situation. I made the other one run because the ignition box was separate from the inverter. This one's built into the inverter. And I found a wiring diagram for this. It's very simple. Everything is in that module, and that sucks. So another failure. It failed. I am done buying inverter generators that don't say Honda on them. I picked up a couple. I had high hopes I could get them working and so forth. One of them I was going to dedicate to this project. This is like a pit bike toolbox project, and it's going to need a generator, compressor, and such. So I picked up the compressor and have hose reel, cord reel, that kind of thing, and I wanted a generator for it. I didn't want to dedicate a Honda to it, but dang it, I'm going to do it now. So I've learned my lesson. Moving on, we'll see if we can pedal these things and take what I can get, and that'll be that. Guys, you learn a lesson from me if you want. But if these don't got spark, let them be. You can clean a carburetor or things like that. It's a Honda clone engine, you can get parts. But if they don't electrically function, and that includes spark, let it go. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate the comments. Thumbs up on the way out the door. We'll see you on the next video.